Welcome again to today's Olympus News. As usual, there are quite a number of stories this week, such as our weekly COVID update, the Rust movie set shooting, and news about a Halifax teen being awarded for saving his dad's life. As always, this video will be available on our YouTube channel, Olympus News. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy our content, and also check out our Instagram at olympusnews.id. Without further ado, let's jump into today's news.
First up, you all know what time it is. It's our weekly COVID updates, and oh boy, do we have something in store for you. But before we spill the real tea, let's start off with some good news. Indonesia is faring pretty well against COVID. In fact, as of 28th of October, data showed that there are 4,200,000 confirmed cases, with the number of recoveries only slightly under. Now you may think that sounds bad, but there has been a significant decrease in active cases, from over 16,000 on the 20th of October to under 13,000 on the week after. With nearly half of the populace already vaccinated with their first shot and more than half of those vaccinated with their second, things seems to be on the upside for the nation, right? Here is where you say hello to AY42, aka the Delta Plus variant, the latest mutation dished out by the SARS-CoV-2 virus originating from India. Currently, it accounts for 63% of active cases in the UK and has spread over to other Central European states such as Denmark and Germany. And although little is known about this variant, it could possibly be more infectious than its potential predecessor, the Delta variant, and may result in worse symptoms for its victims. This may be aggravated by the public perception that it's already safe to return to pre-pandemic times. So please continue to maintain safety precautions as this battle is still far from over.
Number 15. Crimes and Tragedies. An unfortunate tragedy occurred in the filming set of the movie Rust as famous actor Alec Baldwin fired a prop gun loaded with a bullet that turned out to be a lethal surprise. The unexpected live round killed Helena Hutchins, 42, the film's director of photography, with a shot through her chest, and injuring Joel Souza, 48, the film's director, in the shoulder. Transition. However, not all is as it seems. Assistant Director Dave Halls, who handed the gun to Mr. Baldwin, had been involved in similar incidents in the past. In 2019, Dave Halls was fired from the movie set of Freedom's Path for the same accident, thankfully with no injuries. Not to mention, accidental discharges of live rounds had already happened twice before on set. Another thing worth noting was that a few days before Helena's death, the production crew had orchestrated walkouts to protest the unsafe working conditions of the movie set, and Helena herself had been advocating for safer conditions on behalf of her team. Were these signs of a suspicious conspiracy, or simply a silly coincidence? However, regarding this incident, people often forget the third victim, Alec Baldwin himself. Alec Baldwin was distraught, hysterical, and inconsolable for hours after the shooting happened. As a result, he canceled all future projects following said incident to take time off for himself and recollect.
A Halifax teen was awarded for saving his dad's life after a sudden cardiac arrest. Henry Collette, only 13 years of age, rang 999 and performed CPR on his 56-year-old father Jules when he unexpectedly collapsed. Jogging about the neighborhood, Jules nearly dropped dead. Thankfully, his heroic son was there to save the day as he performed CPR techniques taught in school and at Sea Cadets, for which he was honored with a British Heart Foundation award. Henry was visibly distressed as he gave a statement saying, "My dad looked at me and said, 'I don't feel so good,' before his father suddenly fell. At the scene of the mishap, he then used his dad's phone to alert an ambulance, hearing from them to do CPR. Whatever happened in the next 10 minutes could have saved Mr. Collette's life, and fortunately it did. Rushed by a passerby to the closest defibrillator in a nearby rugby club, he was then taken to the hospital. A few days later, and now out of danger, Mr. Collette spoke out his thoughts. He was incredibly proud and that it was truly amazing what Henry had done that day. Out in the middle of nowhere, he kept his calm and kept a level head, which for someone his age was incredible. He then said that if it hadn't been for Henry, he wouldn't have been alive. As a reward, Henry's quick thinking and valiant actions earned the young hero the BHS Virtual Heart Hero Awards.
then see you there. Hello there, my name is Frederick, and today I'll be talking about BBS MUN, your favorite school-based MUN. That's right, BBS MUN is back and with some special company in hand. In this year's BBS MUN 2021 to 2020, Bina Bangsa School will be working together with Save the Children, an organization focused on helping children all around Indonesia. To donate, you can transfer your money into the bank account shown at the bottom, but you might be asking, why should I even donate? Why would I donate? Well, if you have any compassion for other human beings, the donation you give will fund meaningful causes, including providing and visiting antigen tests for children with disabilities and unprivileged families, providing ISO-1 packages for those affected by COVID-19, providing personal protection packages for health workers such as masks and gloves, and finally collaborating with partners to assist in administering vaccines for families such as hand support and psychological assistance. If you want to learn more about Save the Children, you can visit their Instagram at bbsmn.2022 over here. And if you're looking to promote your company or brand, feel free to reach out to us through our Instagram at olympusnews.id right here, or by contacting one of our members. That is all. Thank you for listening.
And that concludes this week's Olympus News, folks. Hope you all have an amazing day and stay healthy. As always, don't forget to follow our Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more of our stuff. Thanks for watching, and we'll be seeing you next time.